Transitioning to a vegetarian or vegan diet? This video covers the top plant-based protein sources, recipes, and tips to eat balanced, nutrient-packed meals. Learn how to energize your body and mind with delicious vegetarian and vegan food options. There will be advice on optimizing your diet to make sure you get all the necessary vitamins and minerals. Mindfit Fusion aims to help you eat healthy and thrive on a meat-free and dairy-free lifestyle. Stay tuned to Master Plant-Based Eating. Filling your plate with delicious produce is one of the best ways to eat healthy on a plant-based diet. Seriously, veggies and fruits should take up the most real estate at every meal. Not only are they low in calories, but they provide tons of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber our bodies need. Aim to get a rainbow on your plate. All different colors of fruits and veggies. Go for dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard. Get orange produce like carrots, sweet potatoes, oranges. Eat red tomatoes, strawberries, red peppers. Purple options are great too. Eggplants, plums, purple cabbage. Don't forget white cauliflower and mushrooms. Eating the spectrum gives you a diversity of nutrients. Protein is important on any diet, and there are so many tasty ways to get it from plants. Beans and lentils are nutrition all-stars. They deliver a hefty dose of fiber too. Blending up hearty bean dips, soups, and chilies, or sprinkle lentils into salads and bowls for a satisfying crunch. Then we have nuts and seeds. They contain healthy fats our body needs. Add them into smoothies, oatmeal, salads, or just grab a handful for a crunchy snack. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, the options are endless. Mix up your plant proteins to cover all your amino acid bases. Adding in whole grains like quinoa gives you a complete protein too. With all these delicious options, you'll never get bored getting those protein gains. Aim for variety and your muscles will thank you. Don't forget about wholesome whole grains on a plant-based diet. Not only are they full of important vitamins, minerals, and fiber, but they also provide a good source of vegetarian protein. Whole grains should have a place in your meals. Quinoa has a nice light, fluffy texture and makes a great base for veggie bowls. Toss it with roasted veggies and avocado for a complete meal. Hearty farro is delicious paired with mushrooms and asparagus. Nutty brown rice is so versatile. It's perfect in stir-fries, salads, and Buddha bowls. Barley might be less common, but it makes a rich, filling addition to soups and stews. Don't be afraid to go beyond the basics and try ancient grains like amaranth, wild rice, and millet too. The best part is whole grains provide sustained energy and brain food. You'll feel satisfied without the dreaded carb crash later. Mix up your grains and discover new favorites. With so many options like quinoa, oats, brown rice, and barley, whole grains should be your vegetarian BFFs. Heads up vegans and vegetarians, vitamin B12 needs some special attention in plant-based diets. Since B12 is found mostly in animal foods, it can be tricky getting enough from diet alone if you don't eat meat, eggs, or dairy. The good news is supplementing B12 is super easy. I recommend taking a 2,500 to 5,000 microgram dose too, 3 times per week. Look for a sublingual tablet that dissolves under the tongue for best absorption. Another option is eating fortified foods like cereal, plant milks, or nutritional yeast. Check the label to be sure they contain B12. Make sure to keep an eye on your B12 levels, as deficiency can cause fatigue, weakness, and neurological issues. But no need to stress. Just pick up a supplement or grab some fortified plant milk. Gotta look out for B12 when going veg. When eliminating dairy, we need to fill in the gaps for calcium and vitamin D. The good news: there are plenty of plant-based sources for these nutrients. For calcium, add more leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens into your diet. Broccoli and beans also contain calcium, and look for fortified plant milks, juices, and cereals which have added calcium. You can also take a supplement if needed. Vitamin D is a little trickier since it comes mostly from the sun. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes of midday sunlight exposure several times per week so your body can make its own D. Also look for mushroom varieties exposed to ultraviolet light, which boosts their D content. A supplement helps fill the gaps, especially in winter. With some mindfulness, you can get all the calcium and vitamin D you need from non-dairy sources. Focus on veggies, fortified foods, and perhaps supplements. Hydration is so key, plant-based pals. Water should be your go-to drink to stay energized and support all your bodily functions. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water per day. Add lemon, mint, or cucumber to water bottle to jazz it up. And be mindful of limiting sugary drinks like soda, juices with added sugars, sports drinks, etc. The crashes from all that sugar are no fun, and they tend to lack nutrients. Herbal tea is a nice swap when you want something flavorful. Staying hydrated with good old H2O helps you feel your best as a veggie. When going plant-based, be choosy about packaged foods. Highly processed snacks tend to be low in nutrients and loaded with sodium, preservatives, etc., and they leave you feeling blah. Instead, emphasize whole, minimally processed foods. Think fresh fruits and veggies, beans, lentils, whole grains like oats and quinoa, nuts, seeds. Prepare them yourself rather than grabbing processed convenience items. Your body thrives when fueled with nature's wholesome bounty. You'll get way more nutritional bang for your buck. Limit the refined carbs, sugary treats, and salty packaged snacks. Keep it simple and fill your diet with the good stuff. It's smart to keep an eye on key nutrients when eating plant-based. Apps like Chronometer can track to make sure you're getting enough iron, zinc, omega-3s, etc. Since vegetarians, vegans don't eat meat, we need to get a little creative with nutrition. Using an app once in a while allows you to see if you need to incorporate more foods fortified with certain nutrients, or perhaps take supplements. For example, if your iron is consistently low, you can add in more beans, lentils, spinach, and fortified cereals. Low omega-3s. Eat more walnuts, flax, and chia. Nutrient trackers provide helpful insight to perfect your diet. Searching out new plant-based recipes can make eating meatless and dairy-free feel exciting. Look for dishes packed with fresh veggies, wholesome grains, and creative protein sources like tofu, tempeh, beans, etc. Trying international recipes can inject adventure into your diet. Curries, stir-fries, Buddha bowls. The possibilities are endless. Meal prepping some favorites on your day off helps ensure quick, healthy meals all week. Experiment with new ingredients and seasonings outside your comfort zone, or put a creative spin on old staples like tacos or pasta. Follow veg blogs and social media accounts for recipe inspo. That wraps up how to eat healthy vegetarian or vegan. What plant proteins are your favorite? Do you meal prep? Share your best veg recipes in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Mindfit Fusion channel for more wellness wisdom. This is Mindfit Fusion signing off for now. Stay happy, healthy, and hope to see you next time.